Playing as a team. I know a thing or two about that.
Hey guys, wait a minute.
Oh my god!
Oh, look, a shotgun.
Apparently, just like many other topics that game studios avoid, apparently teamwork and camaraderie is one of those excluded topics. They love spending all of the time in the world thinking of ways to neuter us gamers, and clearly show disregard for what makes games fun, and expect me to be talking about what makes me angry for a very long time. I've got piss, rage, and inflammatory declarations coursing through my veins, so it'll be a little while before the tap is bled dry. Now, even though I disagree with Overwatch's elimination system, I love the fact that it highlights the aspects in which your role's purpose is served to the team. Healers get a heal category, damage gets a damage category, and as for tanks, they can kinda hug the point and inflict damage, so I guess they're with the damage at that point. The fact of the matter is that Overwatch gets teamwork down to a T. If you have as much as one person deficiting a role, then everyone suffers. The tanks can block the bullets, but if the healers are garbage, then it doesn't matter. You can get some good healers, but if the damage aren't doing their job, then it's worthless. Maybe both damage and the healers are on their A game, but the tanks are without shield. The point is that you've got to work together because each role has a specific purpose that actually helps. Other games have tried this, but it feels a lot more gimmicky. It's very rare in a hero style game that you even get a somewhat cohesive team out of complete and total randoms. What did Overwatch do right? Well, I guess it would make more sense if we trace the roots of hero-type games, which are actually called hero shooters. They actually kind of started with Battlefield 1942 and Team Fortress Classic, which I always forget existed, in the dawn of time known as 2002, featuring specific roles with specific abilities. You get the picture. I'd say personally, just from knowing the lingo of PC gamer, that hero shooters didn't see a ton of traction until TF2. It's a given. Yes, games like Battlefield, earlier CODs, and Star Wars Battlefront had classes, but TF2 was like, soldier, you can do this. Spy, this. Heavy, that. Sniper, this. Basically, if you play a specific class, you have to be dedicated to it. Yes, you can switch up play styles, characters, and such, but whatever you choose, you are hard locked into the limitations of the class, and vice versa. Your team was locked in with you. Again, every role serves its purpose, so each team changes roles to fit what they can best bring to the table. It's a beautifully complex thing that tests social dynamics and focus to situational awareness. And to make distinctions between the classes, they even came out with the Meat series. Jesus, these ads weren't just successful, they're damn near gamer art. Most other trailers were either lame recaps of the story, serious movie-like trailers, or serious showcases of mechanics and overall gameplay. Valve said, fuck that mess, and then proceeded to make short animations using the in-game characters and mechanics, sound effects, and all that shit they made that was just so beautifully stylized. If you haven't watched them, do it now, then return to me. So back to Overwatch. People think that Blizzard stole from TF2. I used to agree, but not so much anymore. Yes, they borrowed some ideas. It's kind of hard to claim that medics, tanks, and damage-type characters are the making of Valve. If you really want to get into the chronological politics about it, you'd have to trace it to before video games when classes started with D&D type shit, and I don't even want to get into that mess. So what makes a hero shooter? Well, the few things that I could put together in my head so far that contribute to making a hero shooter as opposed to a traditional FPS are completely separated classes, said classes contributing to the efforts of the team, and personally, stylized shorts and stories that create a sense of true character in each role. And if I know anything about Overwatch, is that they've definitely made some fucking awesome shorts, focusing on certain characters and their personalities, events that line up with why the game is even taking place in its universe, and a more serious kind of adaptation of those elements as opposed to TF2's super comedical and lighthearted shorts. And then to talk about the classes definitely play their roles down to the bone. Anyone slacks and the entire match feels it. It's infuriating and also too much fun. Being able to piss the other team's DPS off enough into switching to worse characters and seeing it all devolve is awesome. Sucks when it happens to you, but otherwise it's awesome. What does it all amount to? It amounts to gameplay that makes each game share one similarity. that you can't count on predictability. For the most part, everyone mains the same kind of heroes and plays them pretty similarly, but there's just enough wiggle room that opens up so many opportunities in each match that it feels unfair to compare it to a lot of FPSs out there, kind of like Fortnite. And with Overwatch coming to its very forced ending, I feel it's only necessary to give this game an A ranking. Worthwhile game. Sad to see it go because it's given my friends, girlfriend, and I plenty of fun and pissed off nights, and I'm not sure as of now if Overwatch 2 will justify the closing of Overwatch 1, but I'm glad that we at least got the OG. With that being said, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a few days.